We all have friends that want to do impulsive things like open yoga studios and restaurants and move to new countries and get married only a few months into relationships. And this video is about being the honest friend and also the friend that's the biggest supportive person ever, that you can do this, the hell yes, the I believe in you friend. So I told my friend that he should not start the restaurant. Why not? Because it was just a stupid idea. He had never cooked for me in the past. He was going to open it with his girlfriend. It was going to be a vegetarian burger restaurant. He'd have to take out a big loan. I was like, dude, this, on all accounts, this sounds like not something that you should choose to do. We sat next to each other. We work in a tech company. That's a good business to be in. But what you're about to saying that you're about going to do, like, dude, as your friend, like, I gotta be honest, I gotta be real with you, etc., etc. But he did it anyways. And if I go to Google Maps right now and I type in Lust Barcelona, which I will, they have 2 locations. The marketing is sexy. And 2 years ago, I remember when we were sitting next to each other doing our work in Google Sheets every day. And it's 2 years from that date exactly that he is now a restaurant owner operating these 2 restaurants. And I respect the hell out of that. So the question here is this: when should you trust your friend's stupid ideas versus be honest with them? And maybe even more personally, when should you trust your own stupid ideas? First off, I have to say we love the friends that are out there dreaming for themselves. The friends who want to move to new countries, who want to do ambitious things, who want to quit their job and do XYZ thing. That is freaking great. And I want to be the type of friend that says, hell yes, I believe in you. Even if you lose all your money, you can come stay with me. It won't be so bad. You will still have a place in my heart, and you will have a place in my home, and I will still respect the hell out of you for making that choice. But at times it's not so easy. At times, you got to be the friend that's like, hey, I got to be real with you. I got to tell you this truth that you're ignoring, but seems pretty obvious. So what are you saying here, Ian? I'm first saying it's important to be honest. And secondly, the second part of this is I think it's important to understand where your friend is coming from when they want that impulsive thing for themselves. Is it coming from a place of I want to make money? Or is it coming from a place of, hey, like this is the story that I want my life to take? This is the life that I want. If my friend came to me and was like, hey, I'm trying to open this restaurant business because I'm trying to like build a huge business, then I would disagree with him on the grounds of like, that's the best way to get to his goal. But that wasn't the conversation. More realistically and more often, it's coming from a place of like, hey, this is the thing that I want to do like deeply. And this is the thing that I want for myself because I think it would be so freaking cool and I would be so excited to wake up every day to do that thing. And that's a different place. And I think the right response to that is hell yes, and how can I help? And what's going to be the first thing that you're going to do to achieve that thing? Because I want to help you visualize it and tell me all about it. I want to know everything. I visited my friend in Barcelona and I ate as many burgers as I possibly could. And hanging out in that restaurant, I got to experience what was such a drastic change from what we had before for us, sitting next to each other, working every day in the office. It was less than 2 years that he built this full thing. And there I was in one of his restaurants eating one of his burgers. And as the friend, I think you can show up and you can be like, hey mate, could I have a free burger? That's like one way to react. Or the other way to react to being like, hey, I'm going to eat as many burgers as I possibly can. I'm going to give you a big tip for each of them. And we're going to pay you $50 and we're going to make the first gift card to your restaurant. And I'm going to give it to our other friends so they can come here too. Okay, final thought here. I once went skiing with that friend who opened the restaurant and we were driving over a river. And when we drove over the river, I was like, hey mate, what are the odds that we turn this car around right now and we swim in the river? And he was like, dude, I will 100% do this. I will turn this car around right now. And then he did. When I think of what it means for me to be a supportive friend and for me to be there for others and to me to do the bold thing for myself, I think of Pablo, and I'm grateful for that.